Do you have trouble smoothly connecting the D sound to the W sound in words like hardware or worldwide? If so, then keep watching because I'm going to give you a helpful tip. Hi, I'm Lori with Pronunciation Pro and CommuniClinic. In each of my videos, I provide just a snippet of information about American English pronunciation. A snippet is a small amount of something. So these videos aren't meant to be a comprehensive accent reduction program. If that's what you're looking for, I suggest checking out Pronunciation Pro. And don't forget to let them know you heard about their program from this channel. I would appreciate that so much. My videos are intended to help you get over the little hurdles you might encounter as you're trying to get better at American English pronunciation. A viewer recently asked me to make a video explaining how to smoothly link the D sound to the W sound. And this is worth discussing because I've heard students of mine make two different mistakes when this sound combination comes up. The first mistake I hear is that some students will come off of that D with a vowel sound. So hardware might sound like hardaware, and worldwide would sound like worldwide. Even if you're really careful not to let that vowel sound creep in after the D and say hardware, the two words still sound separate, not like they're a single word, right? The second mistake I've noticed on words like this is that students will devoice the D in an effort to smoothly connect the two words. When this happens, the words sound like heartware and worldwide. Remember, D is a voiced consonant, so you can't turn your voice off for D, even if you're using a stopped D like I mentioned in this video. So how do we fix this problem of connecting D to W? Well, here's the good news. It's a pretty easy fix. Most English language learners have no problem pronouncing words where DW occurs at the beginning of the word, like dwell or dwarf. W is a glide sound, so it's pretty easy to transition into a glide sound from another consonant at the beginning of a word, as in twin or quit. So you just have to think about the linking happening in a different spot on these words. Instead of thinking of that first word like this, hardware, try linking it this way, hardware. And instead of thinking of that second word like this, worldwide, try linking it in this way, worldwide. When the DW is at the beginning of a syllable, it's a lot easier to pronounce smoothly. I need to give you a slight word of caution here, though. As with all linking, you can't pause at the point where you're linking, or it's going to sound strange to your listener. Hardware sounds weird. So you have to keep your voice on between the two parts of the word. It doesn't mean you have to rush to that second part of the word, but you do have to keep your voice on. Hardware. Now, I have another piece of good news for you. This technique can also be used when you want to smoothly link two separate words. If the first word ends with a D and the next word starts with a W. For example, contend with can be linked like this, contend with. And old woman can be linked like this, old woman. All right, it's time to practice this skill in sentences. I'm going to say each sentence once, then I'll say just the word or phrase where we're linking a D to a W, and then I'll say the whole sentence again. Make sure to hit the pause button after I say each sentence the second time and try to say it just like I did. Are you ready? Let's go. The famous redwood forest is in California. Redwood. The famous redwood forest is in California. Do you have a good way to contact her? Good way. Do you have a good way to contact her? I'm late because of the road work on the highway. Road work. I'm late because of the road work on the highway. My daughter did well on her test. Did well. My daughter did well on her test. Are you making any headway on the project? Headway. Are you making any headway on the project? That was a cold wind this morning. Cold wind. That was a cold wind this morning. Our boss likes to have a midweek meeting. Midweek. Our boss likes to have a midweek meeting. I found what I was looking for. Found what? I found what I was looking for. Human brains are hardwired to look for patterns. Hardwired. Human brains are hardwired to look for patterns. She paid with a credit card. Paid with. She paid with a credit card. Well, I hope this gave you a better understanding of how to connect D to W, both inside of words and when you're linking two words together. Thanks to the viewer who requested this video. Sometimes we just run into little snags, especially when it comes to linking. So having some techniques to get past them is really helpful. Make sure to get lots of repetition of the techniques you learn here so they become a habit for you instead of something you have to consciously think about when you're in the middle of a conversation. In the meantime, happy practicing, and I'll see you in my next video.